Listen up. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You've got two paths ahead of you, one full of excuses, distractions, and regret. The other is full of sweat, sacrifice, and a future you've only dreamed of. I'm here to tell you something important, and I need you to hear it. You can achieve your goals, but only if you embrace one thing, the grind. The truth is, success is not glamorous. It's not about the shining moments or the easy wins. It's about what you do when no one is watching. When everyone else is sleeping, you're grinding. When others are quitting, you're still pushing forward. The grind isn't just a catchphrase. It's a lifestyle, a mentality that will separate you from everyone else. Well, I want you to understand right now, the only way to get to where you want to be is through hard work and determination. No one else will get there for you. No one else will grind for you. You've got to get up, put in the work, and stay consistent. So I'm asking you, are you ready to rise? Are you ready to grind? Because this journey will demand your all, and if you stick with it, the results will follow. Consistency is the secret weapon that separates those who achieve their goals from those who just dream about them. When you're in the grind, the magic isn't in the big moments, it's in the day in and day out effort. Success doesn't come from a one-time burst of energy or motivation. It's not about having a great day or even a great week. It's about showing up when you don't feel like it, putting in the work when it seems like nothing is happening, and doing it again and again and again. There's a saying, the difference between the possible and the impossible lies in a person's determination. That determination is built on consistency. You see, most people are looking for shortcuts or ways to achieve something without putting in the work. They want the results without the grind, but that's not how greatness works. Real achievement is earned one step at a time over an extended period. You won't find overnight success, but you will find the rewards of consistency if you stay in the game long enough. What happens when you're consistent is that you start to build momentum. It's like pushing a heavy boulder up a hill. At first it's slow, it's exhausting. But once you've pushed that boulder far enough, it starts rolling on its own. The effort you put in early on starts paying off. The work that once seemed like a struggle becomes second nature. But only if you stay consistent. In fact, most people who give up just before they would have seen the results of their efforts. They get discouraged because they don't see immediate returns, and that's when they stop. They forget that consistency is like planting a seed. You don't plant a seed and expect a tree to grow overnight. It takes time. It needs nurturing. It requires care and attention every single day. But over time, that seed grows into something strong, something powerful. If you stick with it, your consistency will yield results. Consistency also teaches discipline. It forces you to show up whether you're feeling motivated or not. It's about understanding that success isn't based on feelings, it's based on actions. There will be days when you don't want to put in the work. There will be days when everything else feels more important, more urgent. But the key to making progress is to commit to doing what you said you would do, no matter what. It's on those tough days that consistency matters the most. When you're consistent, you also build a habit. Habits, especially good ones, are powerful because they don't require motivation. When something becomes a habit, you don't think twice about doing it. You do it because it's part of your routine. That's when you start seeing massive changes. You don't have to keep forcing yourself to grind. It becomes a part of who you are. And that's when you begin to realize that the grind isn't just about the hard work. It's about building a new identity. In the long run, consistency doesn't just build success, it builds character. It shapes who you are and who you will become. It teaches you how to stay committed to your vision, even when the road is long and the results aren't immediate. Consistency is not just about getting to the top, it's about transforming yourself along the way. It's about growing into the person who can handle the success, who can maintain it, and who can build on it. And that's the power of consistency. Doubt is a natural part of the journey to success, but that doesn't make it any easier to deal with. It will come often when you least expect it, and it can strike at the most vulnerable moments. It's the voice inside your head that says, you can't do this, it's too hard. You're not good enough. Why even try? Doubt can make you second guess every decision, every step you take, and it can paralyze you if you let it. But what you need to understand is that doubt is not the enemy, it's a signal that you're on the right path. When you feel doubt creeping in, that's when you need to remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Doubt is only a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. No one who has achieved anything great has done so without facing doubt. The key is not to let it stop you, but to use it as fuel to keep moving forward. Here's the truth, doubt is inevitable. But what separates those who succeed from those who fail is how they respond to that doubt. Most people, when they doubt themselves, turn back. They retreat to what's comfortable. They give up because they can't handle the fear of failure. But those who push past the doubt, who refuse to let it control them, are the ones who see their dreams realized. What makes overcoming doubt so powerful is that it builds resilience. Each time you face doubt and push through it, you prove to yourself that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. You begin to develop a mental toughness becomes unshakable. Doubt loses its power over time because you've built a habit of ignoring it and continuing the work, regardless of how you feel. The more you face it and move forward anyway, the easier it gets to do it again the next time it shows up. One of the hardest aspects of doubt is the fear of failure that often accompanies it. People are afraid to fail because they think it will prove their doubts true. If you're not failing, you're not learning. Every time you fail and get back up, you grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. Failure is only permanent when you stop trying. And if you let doubt keep you from taking action, you're ensuring that failure will come because you won't have given yourself the chance to succeed. When doubt strikes, remind yourself that your journey is unique. No one else can walk it for you. People around you may not understand the risks you're taking or the sacrifices you're making, and that's okay. They may even plant seeds of doubt in your mind, but those seeds can only take root if you let them. You need to guard your vision and protect your purpose. The world may doubt you, but that's their problem, not yours. Ultimately, the ability to overcome doubt is what leads to breakthroughs. The most successful people in the world have mastered the art of pushing forward when everything inside of them is telling them to quit. They've learned to quiet the voice of doubt and listen to the voice of reason and determination that says, you've got this. Doubt might always be there, but it doesn't have to hold you back. When you learn to overcome it, you unlock a level of resilience and confidence that propels you toward the success you deserve. The road to success is paved with sacrifice and hard work, two things that far too many people are willing to embrace. It's easy to fantasize about the rewards, the victories, and the celebrations that come with success, but what people often overlook is the sheer amount of sacrifice it takes to get there. Success demands something from you: time, energy, comfort, and sometimes even relationships. But it's about deciding what you're willing to give up in the present to get what you want in the future. And that's where the real test begins. Hard work is non-negotiable if you want to achieve anything meaningful. No one who has reached the top so by sitting back and waiting for things to happen. They've worked tirelessly, often behind the scenes, when no one was watching, when they were exhausted, when they had every excuse to quit. They showed up day after day, committed to the process. Hard work is relentless, and it's about pushing yourself further than you thought possible. It's about giving your all, even when you're unsure of the outcome. But sacrifice is just as important as hard work, and it's often the part that people shy away from the most. Sacrifice isn't just about cutting back on the little things, it's about real uncomfortable choices. Maybe it means sacrificing late nights out with friends to focus on your goals. Maybe it means turning down opportunities that aren't in line with your vision. It could even mean sacrificing your own comfort, whether that's waking up earlier to work on your craft, skipping a weekend getaway to put in extra hours, or saying no to the distractions that will slow you do. The thing is, the sacrifices you make today are the investments that will pay off tomorrow. Every hour you spend working when others are resting is building your future. Every decision to say no to short-term pleasures for long-term gains is strengthening your foundation. And the best part, these sacrifices are never wasted. Even when it seems like you're not seeing results right away, the hard work and sacrifices you've made are building momentum. Eventually, the fruits of that labor will start to appear, but only if you stick with it. It's not easy, though. The temptation to give up will be strong at times. You'll find yourself asking, is it worth it? Will I ever see the payoff? And that's when the true measure of your commitment comes into play. It's in those moments of doubt and frustration that you need to remind yourself of why you started. The sacrifices you've made aren't a burden, they're the foundation for everything you want to build. If you want to reach the next level, you have to be willing to go the extra mile, to give more than you think you have, and to keep pushing forward, even when results seem distant. But it's also important to understand that the sacrifices and hard work you put in won't just shape your career, they'll shape your character. Every time you push through a challenge, every time you make a difficult choice, you're developing mental toughness and resilience. You're growing as a person. Success isn't just about the destination, it's about the transformation you undergo to get there. The discipline you develop today will become the mindset that propels you tomorrow. When you're willing to sacrifice and work hard, you stop thinking about what you're giving up and start focusing on what you're gaining. Every sacrifice becomes a step toward your goals. Every ounce of hard work becomes a building block for your success. And in the end, you'll look back and realize that all those long nights, all those tough decisions, and all those sacrifices were worth it because they led you exactly where you wanted to go. In a world where instant gratification is the norm, the idea of shortcuts can be incredibly tempting. We see people get quick results, seemingly with little effort, and we wonder if there's a faster way to achieve our goals. We hear about hacks and fast tracks that promise to bring success with minimal effort, and it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that there must be a quicker, easier path. But here's the harsh truth: shortcuts don't lead to long-term success. They might give you a brief moment of satisfaction, but they don't build the foundation necessary for sustained achievement. The reality is that there is no shortcut to greatness. There's no magical way to skip the hard work, the tough lessons, and the growth that happens when you face challenges head on. If you want true success, it's going to take time, effort, and dedication. The grind, the process of consistently showing up, doing the work, and giving your best day after day is the only way to truly make progress. Success built on shortcuts is fragile because it's based on quick fixes that don't last. The problem with shortcuts is that they ignore the value of the journey. When you take a shortcut, you miss the lessons and experiences that come from doing things the right way. Every challenge, every obstacle, and every failure teaches you something important. These experiences shape who you become along the way and prepare you for the success that's to come. If you skip those moments, you're robbing yourself of the wisdom and resilience that true success requires. There's also the issue of sustainability. Quick fixes may seem like a great idea in the moment, but what happens when the results don't last? What happens when you reach a point? What happens when you reach a point where the shortcut no longer works or it leads you to a dead end? The truth is that if you want to build something that lasts, a career, a business, a legacy, you have to go through the process. You have to learn, adapt, and grow. Shortcuts might get you a temporary win, but they won't give you the long-term results that come from putting in the real work. And here's the kicker: the journey itself is what makes success truly fulfilling. There's a reason why the most successful people talk about the importance of the grind, the hustle, and the journey. It's because they've learned that success isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about what you become in the process. When you work for something, when you put in the time, effort, and sacrifice, you develop a sense of pride and satisfaction that you can't get from taking a shortcut. Moreover, the grind teaches you discipline and perseverance. It teaches you to embrace discomfort, to push through when things get tough, and to stay committed even when progress is slow. There's something incredibly powerful about sticking to the process, trusting that every step, no matter how small, is taking you closer to your goal. When you do this, the success you achieve is earned, and it feels far more rewarding than any quick win you could have gotten by cutting corners. In the end, shortcuts aren't the answer. The answer lies in doing the work, embracing the grind, and trusting the process. There is no substitute for putting in the time, facing the challenges, and learning from the journey. That's the path to lasting success, and it's the only one worth taking. When you embark on the path to success, it's not just your physical strength that will get you through the toughest moments, it's your mental strength. Your mind will be your greatest ally, or it will be your biggest obstacle. Every day as you push through the grind, your mind will try to convince you to stop, to give in, to take the easier route. It will question whether the struggle is worth it, whether you're good enough, whether the work would even pay off. This is where mental strength comes in. It's the ability to silence that voice of doubt, to push through the discomfort, and to keep moving forward, even when everything in you is screaming to quit. Mental strength is about resilience. It's about getting knocked down time after time and still finding the courage to stand back up. It's about taking the hits, learning from them, and using them to fuel your determination to keep going. The truth is, every setback you face will test your mental fortitude. You'll face failures, frustrations, and moments when success seems like an impossible dream. But in those moments, your mental strength will be what separates you from the people who give up. It's not the ones who face the least adversity who succeed, it's the ones who refuse to let adversity stop them. Building mental strength means learning how to handle discomfort. The grind will often push you out of your comfort zone, and that's where most people fail. They can't handle the pressure, the fatigue, or the uncertainty. But mental strength is about learning to embrace discomfort as part of the process. You must get comfortable being uncomfortable because that's where growth happens. The more you push through the discomfort, the more you build your mental toughness, and the more capable you become of handling whatever challenges come your way. It's also about discipline. Mental strength isn't just about withstanding tough times. It's about staying focused on your goals, even when distractions are everywhere. It's about not letting your emotions dictate your actions. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, when you're exhausted, or when everything seems like it's falling apart. On those days, mental strength is what keeps you disciplined and committed to your vision. But it's easy to work when things are going well, but true mental strength shows up when things are tough. It's the ability to keep pushing forward when you don't feel like it, when no one is watching, and when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Mental strength also involves patience. Success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and persistence. And in a world that thrives on instant gratification, it's easy to get discouraged when things don't happen as quickly as you want. But mental strength teaches you to trust the process. It teaches you to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. It's about staying the course, even when the results aren't immediate. The road to success is long, and only those with mental strength will have the perseverance to stay on it until the end. The power of mental strength also lies in your ability to control your mindset. It's the difference between seeing a challenge as an obstacle and seeing it as an opportunity to grow. It's about staying positive in the face of adversity and using setbacks as learning experiences. The mind is a powerful thing, and when you train it to think positively, to stay focused, and to push through difficulties, you'll find that no obstacle is too great to overcome. Mental strength is about taking control of your thoughts and using them to drive you forward no matter what stands in your way. In the end, mental strength is what enables you to keep going when everything else is telling you to stop. It's the foundation of success, the muscle that allows you to push through the grind, and the resilience that will carry you when the journey gets tough. Without it, all the hard work in the world won't be enough. But with mental strength, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. A vision is the driving force behind every successful journey. It is the blueprint, the roadmap that guides you when the path gets unclear, and the beacon that shines when you feel lost in the dark. Without a clear vision, it's easy to become disoriented and distracted, to wander aimlessly and lose sight of what really matters. A vision gives you purpose. It keeps you focused and reminds you why the grind is worth it. It's the reason you wake up every day and keep pushing, even when you're tired, frustrated, or uncertain. But when you have a strong vision, it becomes your North Star. It's your ultimate destination, the place you're headed. But it's also more than just the end goal. It's about the journey as well. A vision doesn't just tell you where you want to go. It shapes who you are becoming along the way. It aligns your actions with your values and desires, ensuring that every step you take is moving you closer to your purpose. A clear vision gives you direction in a world full of distractions, and it allows you to say no to the things that don't serve your greater purpose. Having a vision also instills resilience. The path to success is rarely smooth. You will face obstacles, setbacks, and failures, and there will be times when the struggle seems endless. In those moments, your vision is what keeps you going. When things get tough, you can look to your vision as a reminder of what you're working for. It fuels your determination and helps you maintain perspective. When you know what you're working towards, it becomes easier to push through the tough times. You understand that every setback is just a part of the process, and that is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Your vision also helps you stay motivated. Motivation isn't something that can be relied upon every day. There will be mornings when you don't feel like getting out of bed, when you question whether it's all worth it. But if you have a clear, compelling vision, that vision becomes the force that pulls you out of bed. It's your reason to keep going when your energy is low. It's what keeps you from quitting when it feels easier to give up. Motivation can come and go, but your vision is the constant that keeps you on track, even when motivation fades. A strong vision also helps you make decisions. When you know what you want to achieve, it becomes much easier to say no to things that aren't aligned with your goals. Whether it's a tempting distraction or a fleeting opportunity that doesn't fit into your bigger plan, your vision gives you the clarity to prioritize what really matters. Every decision becomes easier when it's made in alignment with your vision. It gives you a filter through which to evaluate opportunities, relationships, and choices, ensuring that you're always moving forward rather than being sidetracked. In addition, your vision is contagious. When you are clear about what you want and why you want it, others will feel your passion and commitment. People who have a clear vision attract like-minded individuals, allies who will support them in their journey. Your vision gives you the strength to inspire others, and it becomes a source of motivation not only for yourself, but for those around you as well. A compelling vision can unite people toward a common goal, creating a team or community that is driven by a shared purpose. Ultimately, your vision is the foundation of everything you do. It's what drives you when the going gets tough, what keeps you focused when distractions arise, and what gives meaning to your work. Without a vision, success is just a random outcome. With a vision, success becomes inevitable. It's not just about the end result, it's about the journey and the transformation you undergo to reach it. Your vision is the fuel that powers you, the light that guides you, and the reason you continue to rise and grind.